Let's talk on your voice in your videos or in your normal conversation. Do you know that everybody has a perfect voice by nature? And let's talk on some details in this video. And for all the creators among you, let's talk on using your voice in your videos and later in a normal conversation. Our voice is our inbuilt instrument, like a musician who has its guitar, piano, violin. Our voice is our inbuilt instrument, and we can be lucky with that. And when we talk on video, you know, every movie, the sound makes the difference. The picture could be as amazing as it is, but when the sound is crap, we lose the emotion. Yes, the sound transports the good emotion, and we want to touch people as much as we can. And so many people are working on their visual. When they produce a video, they make a perfect outfit, the perfect background. The scenery must be beautiful. And this makes sense. But the scenery is just your taste. This is not something that comes from you directly. These are just the surroundings. Therefore, I canceled all the scenery. It's just black. But the voice we use to communicate comes from inside. It transports all the emotions. We can sound happy. We can sound sad. The sound tells everything. Imagine you talk with someone on the phone. You don't even see the person. But the way the person talks, you get what he's feeling. And we want to transport feelings, not just words and information. Words and information we can get from a book or from AI. But the feelings from a real human being is so refreshing. It gives us way more than just the content. And therefore we have to be aware of this. And every person has a certain frequency where his voice resonates in himself and also creates a resonance with others. When I speak very high with a lot of hurry, this makes a certain impact. Probably you don't like it. And when I speak too low with no color at all, you might think, he's crazy. And this all comes by using the sound of our voice. And imagine, we want to touch people as much as we can, not just by the content, but also with our feelings that we share. And I suppose, why not testing some different frequencies? You can even make a recording and listen how your voice, the sound of your voice, appeals to you. Believe me, when you like your voice, there's a high guarantee that others will like it too. Not everybody, but the chances are really high that you reach more people. Using your voice with the right pitch is the secret to touch other people. This creates a resonance. And the same goes with speed. When we talk way too quickly, we transmit a certain hurry. And don't think this will help people to stay in your video. Improve the retention span. Don't give any reason that any person find an exit of your video. No. People have to feel well in your video. When they feel well, they stay. And imagine you talk to people all over the world. Most of them have a different mother language. And when we use, for example, English might be their second or third language. And many of them are not that familiar with this language. This helps them to follow you, to think what you think. With our viewers, we have people that accompany our content. And when we start talking too quickly, for you, the content is clear, but the viewer has to follow you. And therefore, a normal speed is wonderful. Just transmitting a hurry, you will lose your listeners. And I said listeners, because we are not only talking to viewers, viewers are also listeners. So finding the right pitch and the right velocity is very essential, but also what words we choose. I prefer to use normal words, not these specialized words. That sounds pretty arrogant sometimes. And this produces distance. And you want to have your listeners as close as you can. And everybody has a perfect voice. We just have to discover it and use it. For example, a musician. There's not the best piano. And everybody who has this piano is a perfect musician. It doesn't depend on the piano, on the brand. It's the way you play the piano. And the same way is it like using our voice. It's the way we use our voice. And we have so many options. And it is worth trying them out. And the same what I said does not only work when you use your voice in your videos. The same goes when you talk to someone on the phone, or when you are a speaker on a stage, or just a normal conversation 101. People in front of you are also listeners, and they also enjoy a good sound. Do you agree? How would you feel when a person talks to you like this? You won't like it? Okay, sorry, I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. And when we are in a real conversation, might be on the phone, might be on stage, might be in a normal conversation, there's a good way when we start listening to ourselves. I'm talking to the person, but I'm also listening. Can I change the pitch a little? Can I reduce the speed? Or sometimes talking a little quicker? Just using our inbuilt feedback. Our musical ear. Everybody is a musician. Even if you don't play an instrument and you don't even have to be a singer. Just your normal voice is already your perfect instrument. And believe me, when we talk, something comes from our soul. And this touches people. And this is what we want. We want to reach people, to have the guarantee that people understand us. And when we improve the way we speak to others, we help them understand us better. And a better understanding is a guarantee for a perfect conversation. At least you didn't miss a part that you wanted to deliver. It's not only about the content. It's like in a movie. The feeling that we bring to others makes them like the movie. Makes them like your video. Makes them like the conversation you had with this person. Thank you so much for listening, for elaborating a little the sound of your voice, the speed, the pitch, and most of all, the feelings that we give to others. Thanks for listening. Here's way more good stuff on my channel. Choose something that you like. Did you already scroll a little?